Vitaly Daraselia tricked one opponent, then outfitted the other one, kicked the ball and goal! 2-1 in favor of the Dynamo. This goal was the most important one we have ever seen, the most special goal in the history of the Georgian football. The city of Poti is the gateway for European civilization and football in Georgia. In the end of the 19th century, the game spread just from this seaside city and became the most popular game in the history of the mankind. Poti became heart of football, where the first kick-off was performed and passed to the future generations. The European teams like Arsenal, Victoria, Bavaria, just each of them have its own name, exactly like we the humans have. I have always dreamed of the team with the name Swallow. Is there anything more beautiful than a swallow? The team should be fast and lovely as a swallow. The first football team was formed in Poti by Georgi, son of Niko Nikoladze, the famous Georgian politician, writer, and public figure. It is worth mentioning that Georgia, at that time, had two Italian legionaries on the football team, Glaggio and Luigi. In 1907, the first team, named Comet, was formed in Tbilisi, which had its own field, uniforms, and guidelines. In 1902, the first city championship was held. The Batumi footballers had the first visiting match in Poti. The same year, football was firmly established in Sukhumi, and in Kutaisi, the first team, Mertskali, which translates into Georgian like swallow, was founded. The fact of founding of Tbilisi Dynamo was one of the most prominent events in the history of the Georgian football. In 1925, the team was created, which brought the greatest success to our country. This is the box office of Tbilisi Dynamo, and this is the ticket number 1. The founder and the first captain of Tbilisi Dynamo was Andro Jordania. Under his guidelines, Tbilisi Dynamo won bronze medals 3 times and won the cup finals twice. The next historic year was 1936, when Tbilisi Dynamo participated in the Soviet Union Championship and won bronze medals for the first time ever. The Tbilisi Dynamo and the Kiev Dynamo football players met, and the game ended in a draw 2-2. We could hardly see a vacant seat in the Dynamo Stadium. Do you know how we used to enter the stadium? Like penguins in a row. And like penguins, we would leave it. Do you know why the people used to run to the stadium? They did so because they used to fall into the whirlpool of great love. It was the place where love ruled. In 1937, the Dynamo held the first international friendly match. Tbilisi hosted the Basque football players, and the match ended in their favor. The World Tour had certainly impeded the development of football both in Georgia and worldwide. Despite this, great stars were born in Georgia. In 1940, Boris Paichadze, called the Caruso of football, became captain of Tbilisi Dynamo. The same year, a young football player, Avtandil Rogoberidze, joined the Dynamo, and for 14 years on end, he defended the dignity of the Dynamo club. In 1960, Slava Metraveli, Givichocheli and Mikhail Meschi became the first European champions as members of the Soviet national team.
И Слава Метравели добивает мяч в ворота. 1-1. Мяч получает Михаил Месхи. Он обыгрывает защитника. Точный навес на ворота. И понедельник головой забивает второй гол. Решающий гол, принесший нашей команде Кубок Европы. Победителей приветствовал...
The Soviet team, trained by Gavril Kachalin, defeated 2-1 the Yugoslavs in Paris. In 1961, Kutaisi Torpedo reached its first great success. For the first time in the history of the Soviet Union, two Georgian clubs, Tbilisi Dynamo and Kutaisi Torpedo, simultaneously played in the highest league. In 1964, for the first time of its existence, Tbilisi Dynamo became the Soviet Union champion. In Tashkent, the Dynamo team defeated the Moscow Torpedo 4-1, an outstanding score. We wish our team to repeat this victory this year too. That's why Tbilisi Dynamo footballers diligently continued training at the Digomi training base.
Mashase bichebo, es erti da sva mravali.
Today, the Tbilisi Dynamo footballers are meeting the Kiev Dynamo players. The match is of crucial importance. In case of victory, both teams maintain the chance of gaining the winning places. The match was extremely tense, and it was won by the Tbilisi Dynamo having scored one goal against the opponent.
თამაში მიმდინარეობდა დაძაბული. ორივე კარტთან ხშირად იქნებოდა საფრთხო მომენტი.
ერთი გოლით თბილისელთა სასარგებლოდ.
In the end of the 1960s, the Tbilisi Dynamo team members were Mikhail Meschi, Slava Metraveli, Shota Yamanidze, the Soviet Union team captain Murtaz Khurtsilava, Revaz Dzodzuashvili, Kakhya Satyani, and others. They were truly shining stars of football and were acknowledged to be the legends of football in their lifetime. Tbilisi Dynamo started training under the new coach Mikhail Yakushin. The new coach concentrated attention on physical exercises for the Georgian players, but he had not forgotten other important things too. That's why the footballers did their exercises with an intense effort. As soon as Nodar Akhalkatsi took over the Tbilisi Dynamo team, he brought in certain revolutionary change. All of a sudden, everybody realized their own place. The players felt each other's movements very well. It was like an intellectual football of some kind, which had the greatest result. The father and the central figure of that intellectual game was Nodar Akhalkatsi. Yerevan Ararat versus Tbilisi Dynamo. Tbilisi team attacks. Chelebadze received the ball, kicked it, and he scored a goal. That goal brought victory to Tbilisi Dynamo, 3-0. This was what many generations of the Dynamo had fought for. The generation of Shota Shavgulidze and Boris Paichadze, Gayos Djejelava, Mikhail Berzenishvili, Avtandil Ghogoberidze, Mikhail Dziapshpa, Zaur Kaloev, Shota Yamanidze, Mikhail Meski, Slava Metreveli, Vladimir Barkaya, Murtas Khurtsilava, and others. This particular team of the Tbilisi Dynamo won the Soviet Union Cup.
გამარჯვების ხსებს ელკებით, გამარჯვების სიმღერები, გული უნდა ვიჯეროთ. შუქი ადგას თებს და ველებს, კვლავაც ბევრჯერ ასახელეთ, საქართველო ბიჯებო. ჩვენს იალქნებს არხევს ქარი, იმედივით ნაპერწკალი, უსში აღარ ეტევა. ხოლო ბრძოლით ნახდი ბრძოლით, კიდევ გოლი, შეტევა, შეტევა. Dinamo, 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 Bibzolot, Biprinat, Vichekot, Vichevo, 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 Kamadreva, Vichevo.
Gazaev and Otargabelia. Kick. And the Soviet Union Cup went to the Tbilisi Dynamo players for the second time. Hero of the match was Otargabelia. He saved his team from 7 penalties and brought such a desirable victory to his team. Manuchar Machaidze, Otargabelia, Tengiz Solakvelidze, Alexandre Chivadze, Shota Khinchegashvili, David Mujiri, Nukri Kakilashvili, Vitali Daraselia, Vakhtan Koridze, Vladimir Gutsaev, Gocha Machaidze, Ramas Shengelia, and David Khipiani. The audience welcomed Tbilisi Dynamo, the cup holder, ardently. In 1978, Tbilisi Dynamo became the Soviet Union champion for the second time. The match started and silence befell over the city. The 90-minute silent. A great football day is in Tbilisi today. Tbilisi Dynamo and London West Ham footballers meet for play-off for the Cup Owners' Cup. The first match in London ended in sensational victory of Tbilisi Dynamo, 4-1. The piani-brooking duel is in the center of attention today again. The Dynamo team plays very well. The entire team attacks. Roman Shengeli and Vladimir Gutsai play especially well. Vladimir Gutsai approaches the penalty field and kicks. One more kick, and that's it. It's a goal. A goal! And there goes the sound of the final whistle of Italian referee Riccardo Lazzanti. It announces that the Dynamo footballers in 1981 won the European Countries' Cup Owners' Cup. I imagine what is going on now in Tbilisi. The capital of Georgia is celebrating. Our entire country is celebrating. The Tbilisi Dynamo footballers managed to do what our country could not do in 4 years. They brought the feeling of love to their fans, and these young people did this. People kissed one another in happiness. Certainly, no hatred, but ocean of love. I came to Georgia to hand FIFA's highest award to the father of Georgian football, Nodar Akhalkatsi, for his great contribution to the development of Georgian football. Unfortunately, this is happening only after this great man's death.
Томас Шенгеля, Виталий Дороселя, Юрий Гаврилов, Олег Блохин, Тенгиз Сулахвелидзе, Сергей Болтача, Ренат Досаев, Александр Чевадзе, капитан нашей команды.
Today, at the captain's birthday party, only his personal friends have gathered. What is happening? Sasha, what is this? Yes, this is a cup and it is chosen with special care and intent. The captain quickly passed the cup to his nearest partner, Shota Khinchigashvili. Then he notices Tengiz Sulakvelidze. Yes, Tengiz knows how to drink, but he will leave a little for Ramaz to finish, won't he? Yes, he did leave some for him. The year of 1968 is one more date which will remain inscribed in the history of Georgian football forever in golden letters. Lanchkhuti Guria won the right to play in the highest league.
Луис Карлос остается с мячом, хорошо играет Кеташвили.
In 1988, Gela Ketashvili became champion of Olympic Games in Seoul as a member of the Soviet Union national team. Global political processes started in the world. Breakup of the Soviet Union began, and these changes concerned football as well. God bless Georgia and the people of Georgia. Congratulations with the first day of national championship. The first match of national championship of independent Georgia was held in 1990, in which Poti Kolkheti defeated Tbilisi Dynamo 1-0. This is the first calendar of Championship of Georgia, which is compiled from handwritten text and Xeroxed to be handed out to the fans. In the first round, Dynamo figured with the new name of Iberia, but later it regained its old name, Tbilisi Dynamo. Football in Georgia should become a professional game and has to be taken care of by specialists. I think our football also has many strong points. In 1992, the Georgian Football Federation became member of FIFA and UEFA. The gate into Europe opened for Georgian clubs and Georgian national team. In 2011, businessman Roman Pipia bought the Dynamo. Implementation of infrastructure projects of unknown before scope has started along with full modernization of the club. The Romi training ground was reconstructed, which today is one of the best in the region. The Dynamo Arena was completely rehabilitated. The field cover of the highest level was laid. The Dynamo Youth Academy started functioning. All the mentioned above is a strong prerequisite for future development of Georgian football.
მოგზავნით დინამოს აკადემიაში.